How's going today? 7th of February, Wednesday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are available up there. Let's do perhaps a nice and beautiful presentation for some of the opportunities out there, perhaps for people who might be interested in coffee. Let's do nice. Let's be nice today. Let's do it nice. I'll try my best when it comes to doing very nice, beautiful presentation and see you be the judge from 1 to 10. 1 being I could always do better, and 10 I have did a great job, right? Let's do a presentation of some opportunities available up there for people who might be interested in coffee and how they can get into the industry, right? There might be some opportunities. Let's cover some of those, right, in this video. There was an email that was sent to me, right? So there might be some opportunities when it comes to you perhaps receiving training. So that's the only thing that I know as of now, right? So there's the training available, and yourself, as well as I actually I have done a little bit of research, right? There was some contracts that were sent to me for operators, so people who might be interested in having and operating coffee places in Bristol. So that would be more opportunities of operators who knows perhaps how what they are already doing. But before then, you might be considering and bring your understanding of what will be required and shadowing someone perhaps for a day and or asking for opportunities how I can do it and or receiving training of how to do it, right? So far I'm doing amazing. Quick note, right? So every time when you're going on a website, right, usually it would say HTTP only. That additional letter S, that would mean that all information that you potentially would be entering, all that data would be encrypted. So it's information then when it comes to transferring from point A to point B, that would be encrypted, and something that all processes would be called STL certificate. Some of the websites might have that encryption, and some of the websites not necessarily have that. I said that was advice to me, so I thought might as well perhaps share that information with others, right? So the website I will be visiting, it's I do understand it. So then when it comes to building your own websites, I have built that so many of those myself. So sometimes they would charge a lot of money just for this kind of certificate, but there are some service providers who can offer that type of certificate free of charge, so you don't need to pay for it. But if you don't want to pay for it, what difference would make if you would like to perhaps ask people for money to pay for something on that organization's website, right? Perhaps that would be a sound decision when it comes to charging people, but you can do that within some of the banks then where would send you a QR code, so you don't need to pay for anything. To be honest, you can ask to press the link, and the person would need to something I have in the bottom of the video, right? Where you can ask people one button payments and it comes to making a payments, but either way, different point, different point. If this person might be interested in whoever owns this website, right? Or if he's interested in asking people to purchase coffee or making whatever subscriptions or so to say, right? That would be the structure how I go about charging people, right? As of now, right? So since I'm taking a look at this organization's website, right? They are offering courses, right? Perhaps there might be some opportunities to secure this organization's website first. And from there, if I would reach out to this organization's website, perhaps I can sell my coffee on this organization's website. If I would be able to secure a STL certificate, right, and have people making payments on the organization's website, that's it. We already be able to generate to cover some of the operating costs for this organization, right? That's so it would be some productivity in this kind of videos, right? Okay, let's progress. Let's progress. Let's be positive. There's training courses, right? So we were taking a look at if there's a professional up there who would be considering. There might be a student that just moved to Bristol, right? The student would like to work as a barista or in a coffee place, right? Whatever people might be interested in doing, right? So the training course might offer initial steps where the person could begin. If I would be looking to hire someone with no experience, and there's a person who has perhaps a lot of online certificate. I don't know. I don't know. Even that would help, right? So then considering options, right? You have 100 candidates, and one of those candidates would have a lot of certificates when it comes to making a coffee. Myself, I would consider food certificates and I'm working with the food, right? There's a particular certificates that people will need to have. That's the levels. Level 2 is a minimum certificate, and from there perhaps progressing into level 3 level, but then from there perhaps progressing into other levels, right? And other additional certificates, perhaps chemicals and all other things, right? That's how I would be looking for these kind of things. But either way. Let's take a look at this course, right? And what will be a process of anyone who might be interested in this course when it comes to understanding of how to make a coffee, right? Let's take a look at some of the programs, right? Whether you like drinking coffee every day or are you new to scene? Okay, okay. In this coffee game that we play every day. Structured training program will provide you with the necessary qualifications, hands-on experience, right? Perhaps qualifications is something that you would have understanding, and from the experience would be where myself will place most value on when it comes to sourcing people who can do it, right? Real world training, networks, and ongoing support to kickstart your career in coffee. We're currently delivering all of our courses face to face and or virtual to maximize our learning. Okay, okay. So perhaps there's some material that people can learn virtually, but not necessarily coffee in person. We can do this. We can do this. All of our courses are following free job matching services. Well, there's so many coffee places. Perhaps a coffee could be cheaper, but it's very nice. So some of the coffee is very expensive in Bristol, by the way. And ongoing support to provide higher level qualifications, learning, and access to our coffee industry network. And people who are just starting out, that perhaps they might be considering very short courses, right? But it depends on the person. Some people might require more time when it comes to learning how to make a cup of coffee. And some of the people might need 10 weeks, right? And when it comes to customer facing roles, right, they might actually need more time to learn how to run the cash register, right? Depending on again on the shop, they might have cards, they might have additional support available when it comes to very unique cash registers, as well as some of the coffee places in Bristol would ask you to be sandwich artist. I think that was the definition, right? How to prepare the sandwiches. It's just because of allergens and everything what's happening in the world, right? You need to understand how to clean the chopping boards, many things, right? But let's start with the coffee, and from there progress into actually running your own restaurant and operate, or perhaps operating a number of the restaurants. So that would be more important. That would be just a way of beginning. So if a person, if he can make a cup of coffee, he can progress into running a number of restaurants. While having a little bit of fun. I don't know what is the challenge. Where is the challenge to making coffee? But the challenge in running a number of perhaps 5 restaurants, there's a challenge a little bit more there. Perhaps how to order enough stock and how to manage seasons and where is the peak season and how to predict how many people you're gonna need. This is more of a challenge. Making a coffee is just the starting block, but there is a training available for people who are just starting out, right? I don't know how many scores I would get for this presentation. I think I made it amazing presentation. I would say 10. But either way, let's try to reach out perhaps to the person who is founder or CEO of this organization, and let's put things together. Even if I were to present this information, how I would be able to begin or introduce this person. Usually, this company has, I don't know, the 5, perhaps 10 people already. So the person might be busy with other things, right? So I can introduce some of the strategies, how this organization, even organization's website, I can run the website, right? Even by doing that, I can bring additional finance for this organization, right? Perhaps selling my own coffee with the branding of some of the video games that I was taking a look at. So now let's try to reach out to this lady. That would be Eve. Let's try to reach out to her. Uh, I don't know this person, by the way. I don't know. Perhaps I need to charge somebody else. Some of this particular person might be busy with running 5 businesses. That's usually the case. Let's try to chat to this person and perhaps offer how we can improve this organization's website in order to begin selling products on this organization's website from a day one, and how we can potentially generate more income, right? That's just an example, right? I hope some people do care about this kind of things very and they do take these kind of things very seriously, right? So that's not my intention, right? Let's get this thing up there. But either way. So I'm looking to put together a letter, and software did, right? So I had to put the prompt in. So that would be a quick one, right? So up to 60-second long offer where I'm looking to improve this organization's website, and all that would be improve perhaps that's improvements. Perhaps it can stay the same. It doesn't really matter. Other than I think SDL certificate would mean a lot, and when it comes to making payments on the website, that's actually what I'm looking. If I can help to improve this website, that would be ideal. What I would be looking to suggest. If I would improve that, potentially I would be looking to sell my coffee on this website. That would be great for everyone involved, right? What they're doing, I don't know this company again. I don't want to know these people other than they might be great people, right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.